Hello everyone, this is Kevin Alexander with Alta Vista Technology. In this video, I'd like to demonstrate an overview of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales Hub. The interface of the Microsoft Dynamics 365 has changed significantly over the last several years with the arrival of the Power Platform and its unified interface. However, the core functionality of the sales application really hasn't evolved all that much. In this video, I'd like to demonstrate the fundamentals of the application, the key entities to Microsoft's customer relationship management approach are the lead and opportunity entities and how those work together. So let's first take a look at some of the key entities that we'll be looking at today. So on my screen, kind of orientate you, I have the Dynamics 365 application up here on the left, and over on the right I have my mobile phone application, and we'll be looking at those together here in a moment. On the left over here in the navigation area, we're really going to be looking at accounts, contacts, leads, and opportunities. And it's really the leads and opportunities that are the key to the sales process or Microsoft's vision. Step through a scenario, and this could be maybe even your common scenario. I'm going to go out and open up my email on my mobile. So here I'm going to select email, and when I got up this morning, I noticed that I've got this new email from Alicia, and something about following up on a trade show that I met her on. And so as I select that particular email, she'd like to get more information from us. So I'm not sure if Alicia is in our dynamic system. So I can find that out relatively quickly right here on my mobile, since this is where I'm at. And I can do that by selecting the ellipse over here and coming down and selecting this Dynamics button. So this is opening up my Dynamics 365 application in her phone. And note, as this opened up, she is an unknown recipient. I need to kind of move on with my morning, and I want to make sure that I don't forget about this. So I want to add Alicia as a lead and follow up with her a little bit later here. Let's add Alicia as a lead. So we could come down here to the plus icon and select lead. Attempt to fill in as much of the form as possible. And so then here I'm going to go ahead and type this in my phone. And so this is let's call this trade. We'll call this trade show lead. And I don't really know anything about the budget. I know that this came in through trade show, so we'll go ahead and select that. And I know that she is part of Contoso, so we'll go ahead and put Contoso Inc. Here into our lead. Now is the standard quick lead form, but this can be modified for your needs. Now the leads form or the leads in Dynamics is typically the lowest value. So you don't really have a business arrangement or deal hasn't begun yet, right? We're in that beginning process of getting to qualify them. And so leads are kept separate from accounts and contacts to keep the system nice and tidy, and so that we only move forward those qualified leads that we're going to have a business relationship with. And as we move into this process, we'll note some things that will help us with that qualification. So we're going to come and click Save and Close here. You see now we've got this record now is inside of our dynamic system. So let's come over here and take a look and see what's happened. So if we come over here into leads, you'll note here as Alicia's leaded, she's come into the leads into our leads area of Dynamics. And so if we select that, we'll work with this form in just a while. So we'll leave this up here. But as I come back here to the mobile, kind of where we started our process at, part of this is that I would like to remind myself later to follow up with Alicia. So I'm going to go ahead and select the activity here. And I like appointments because I want to put it on my calendar. So I'm going to say I'm going to add an appointment here. And the appointment really isn't for anybody else except for myself. And we're going to go ahead and say that that is for today. And I'm going to, except for here, I want this to be earlier in the day. So we'll type this in at 9 o'clock, and it's 9:30. And we're going to save and close that particular appointment. So with that appointment created now, we can look at that in a couple spots. So first, let's look at our mobile. So we'll go ahead and back out here, back to our Outlook.com screen, and we'll come down to calendar here. And we can see that trade show follow-up here that we put in. So now that is on my calendar, and if I select that, right, I can see this. You notice that it's also tracked into Dynamics as well. So it's let us know it's tracked in the Dynamics solution, tracked to Dynamics 365. And if we come over to Dynamics here, the desktop, note here we're on our lead, right, that we were talking about before. So how we use that lead form, and we have this timeline in the lead form, and this shows us all the activities that are going on. So it tracked that original email that we tracked together, and here's that appointment. So when we added the appointment, I added it right here into the timeline. So I have the list of activities that we've been doing, performing with this particular lead. And if we come up here to my Outlook, we'll come here, and I'm in my Outlook calendar. There's a trade show. So all that synchronization happened automatically between my Outlook and Dynamics, and including using the mobile application as well. And so back here on the lead, now we can look at where we're at in the lead process. And so like all the forms of Dynamics, these are all tailorable. So a little bit about what you're seeing here. This is the business process bar. And this business process bar really up here is designed for you to kind of set the stages and the tasks that you step through to get to a one opportunity. And so if I click on the stage here, qualify, and these are all tailorable or configurable. If I click on that here, these are some of the decision points and questions that need to be completed in order to step through the qualification process. And we can select each of the stages, and it'll show us these tasks here, or we can click on the pop out and it will expand that over here to the right. So as we select each one of these stages, I'm presented with some different information. Now, should we go through and finish qualifying this lead and get to the qualification through the qualification process, we can go ahead now and select qualify or disqualify. And if we disqualify it, we can disqualify it for a particular reason, and you can we'll have some information that you can fill out about that, or we can go ahead and qualify it. And if we do this now, what's going to happen is we're going to get 3 records created for us in Dynamics. So it's going to take our lead, and it is going to create an account for Contoso. It is going to create a contact underneath of Contoso for Alicia, and we're going to get an opportunity for this trade show lead. So it's going to handle all this in one step and bring all this activity with us. So let's go ahead and select that, and we'll qualify. You can see now it opened us up directly to the opportunity. And with that, we have a contact, and an account record now created in Dynamics for Contoso and Alicia, right? Now, through here, remember this business process bar up here with its stages and steps really is designed, right, to help guide your sales team through the process, right? So if we come up here again, if we click on this stage, right, we'll see here are the steps involved in that particular stage, and uh, we can then continue moving this opportunity through. And note here, the activities that were on the lead, right, came through here to our timeline. And so now we have the opportunity to do things like add additional information about the current situation or their need, right? Proposal. We could add products to the opportunity, so we could actually come into the opportunity here. So if we were product driven, we could add products in here at this point. I'm going to go ahead and select a price list really quick that would be associated with this opportunity, and I can click product, and we can add both. You can add both what they call existing products and write-in products. So write-in products, just as they sound, something that maybe they're special, right? You don't have a list of products or services. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select a product off of the list. So just to show you, you can add those in here, and down here you can see the pricing and quantities and such, and gives you opportunity to update those if needed. I'll go ahead and hit save and close on this particular one, and you can see now adds it back into our opportunity here and updates the total lines. Now, with that, as you start to work your way through the opportunity process, you can also generate, documents that you might want to send out to your this particular prospect on this opportunity. So up here, we can use this export as PDF feature, and from here, it'll want to create this opportunity summary. So I don't have a quote template, but you can see down here, it would give us a list of all the templates that are available to us to send. So this one, I've got just this simple opportunity summary, and I can then choose to go ahead and email this. I could download it and send it differently, or I could save the SharePoint. So if we go ahead and say, let's say send an email here, so that email I could send directly out of here, right? And it attaches that summary PDF here. And I could add in my email body here. You could also select email templates if you'd like. So we'll go ahead and select an email template from the menu. So it's over here under the ellipse. And I can insert a template. And then inside of templates, we can select any one of these that we'd like to send off. So, if I wanted to use an acknowledgement, you could do that. So you can create all of these different email templates to standardize the way that you communicate out. So you can do those directly out of here as well, or I could just freeform one in here as well, and we could simply go ahead and hit send. And this is sending it directly using my Outlook account, right, to do that. We'll go ahead and if I wanted here, we could save that to SharePoint as well. So we have Dynamics has a integration with SharePoint for the records. So up here, we'll see files area. So we could do a save the SharePoint for this particular record. So we could save that document off, the SharePoint. So if we go ahead and close this and take a look underneath files, these are the files associated to the opportunity, and we can see there is that opportunity. And you can drag in other documents directly into here, so you can track any document that you'd like to any record inside of Dynamics. And if we come back here, let's go back to our account. And on the account, let's look at Contoso. That's the one we just created. You see we didn't fill in all the info, but you can see here at the account level, it's showing us all of the interactions right from the lead all the way through. These are coming from the opportunity. So the account aggregates all of the activity from the other entities, from the contact and opportunity here. And if we come up to files, we'll see underneath here, there is a new file directory called opportunity. And if we open up opportunity, inside of there, here's that trade show lead opportunity that got created. And there's that same document, the opportunity summary. If we come back over to our mobile for just a moment, and we were looking at the Outlook.com app, but also there is a Dynamics 365 application that is on the phone as well. And this allows us to do all the same things that we were just doing over on the client here on the left. So it gives me reminders. So I've kind of got this, I'm presented with this home screen, a summary of things that I need to follow up with. So I'm able to open those directly from here. Note down here, those meetings that we had just talked about, there's that trade show that we were just talking about. I can go ahead and open that back up, right? And I can see who that was regarding, and there's the appointment information there as well. So all of this available, all that information in your Dynamics 365 sales application is available here on your desktop and on your mobile. And you can do things like take notes and add additional contacts. Just to finish up with this quick walkthrough of Dynamics 365 sales. We'll go back here. I'll select the dashboard on my phone, and I'm going to come back into my desktop, right? And we have the same information in both spots. And now I can query on this information from either my desktop or phone. On the desktop, these charts are all interactive. So I'll use the sales pipeline as our example here. And I like to take this and pop out the chart. And so here I'm provided with the list of opportunities. And this is showing my open opportunities specifically. Let's look at all open opportunities in the system so we can look at all of those. So here's all the opportunities in the system, and I might be interested in understanding a little more about those that are at this phase here. So you can drill down there. When I select that piece of the chart, notice that the records on the right filtered to match my selection. And I'm interested in seeing these maybe by salesperson. So from here, I can inquire even further into my data. So we're going to look at it by salesperson, and I want to look at it by bar chart. So now I'm seeing this by salesperson as well. So I can see it's summed up their opportunities for me here. And if I select, we'll use Veronica here as an example, I drill down into it. Notice now I'm drilling further into Veronica's information, and still I have the opportunity here to filter even more. And at this, I could continue drilling down on the information. And you're able to do this in every form in the application. So if I come back, or I should say form and chart. So if we come back here to the main list, we'll look at all opportunities here as an example. So I'm seeing all these in list form. Now you're able to work with this information too. So I can open the charts so I can see, I can have different charts associated with the data. So, and looking at this actual by month, right, I need to change my view. We can look at close opportunities, right? And now we get some data in there. So these are all close opportunities or ones that we had won, and showing me that information now, uh, by month. So lots of ways to view and look at your information. You're able to work with your Dynamics information here in a number of ways too. So looking at these closed opportunities. Let's go back and we'll look at the open opportunities here for a moment. You can uh, work with this information online. So I could open this in Excel online, information right here, and it would update back into the system. So we'll use estimated close date as an example here. And let's change that. And I'm going to make that, let's make that 2/1/2022. It'll stick out a little bit for us. And I can run ad hoc conditional formatting and things, so I can work with this data here in ways that maybe aren't available to me inside of Dynamics 365 Sales. We'll hit save. We'll see this update in a moment, but you can work with this data just like you work with uh, data inside Excel. So I can come filter on any of these columns, just like the same experience that you'd have inside of Excel. Let's go back to our home dashboard now. So this was a quick tour of the Dynamics 365 sales application. I hope you found the video useful. We'll see you again soon with another Dynamics 365 video. In the meantime, please contact us if you'd like to learn more. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. And if it's your first time with us, click that subscribe button to stay current on all of our content. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.